Hello, dear colleagues. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share you my paper. The subject of my speech is the academic field change of IJIH. My name is Yulong Chen from Shanghai Jiao Tong University, and I divided my presentation into 5 parts. The concept of intangible heritage from UNESCO's basic definition. In 2002, intangible cultural heritage became a legal term and further defined the various practice, performance, forms of expression, and so on. The research of each country has its own focus. British scholars focus on the relationship between music, festival, and cultural heritage. Spanish scholars discuss the protection of healthy lifestyles and cultural factors. And American scholars usually focus on the reasons. And by combining the research results from countries around the world, we can, it is difficult to fully describe the academic field based solely on qualitative descriptions. By combining the results from the world, we can therefore, this paper uses CiteSpace software through statistical analysis to produce a knowledge map of the current state of the academic field of IJIH. So the second part, please let me show you the research data and the methods. CiteSpace 5 was used as a tool to analyze the data with time slice, category, centrality, density, minimum spanning tree, cluster, and silhouette. This paper's data source is the Web of Science core collection database. Only a core collection of published articles was retained and contained 1,097 documents. The last update was on September 30th, 2019. Here is the third part, statistical analysis of data. From the 2 pictures below, we can see that countries have been researching IJIH for a comparatively short time, and the geographical distribution of this research is therefore very uneven, mainly concentrated in China, European countries, North American, and other developed countries. And in the author's co-citation map, it can be found that the density of authors in the total knowledge map is only 0.0287, and the structure is relatively loose. But several authors are cited frequently, respectively UNESCO, Anonymous, Laura Jane Smith, Richard Curran, Barbara Curley-Blake, and Jeanette Blake. Okay, let's see the research institution co-citation. It has a density of only 0.0049, and the structure is also very loose. In this cluster, the mean silhouette value is 0.1905, so the topics of the cluster are not similar, and the research content is quite diverse. The most frequently cited research institutions are shown here below. In the co-citation map of journals, it can be found that the total cited density of journals is 0.0438, and the structure is also very loose. The 5 most cited journals are shown here below. The cited journals are similar to the research fields, mainly concentrated in the field of humanities and social science, covering museum science, cultural heritage science, and tourism research. And currently, the co-occurrence map of scientific mean fields in IJIH was shown in the list. Of this, the 2 areas with the highest centrality were humanities and science and technology. Here is the keywords co-occurrence map. In addition to ICH, cultural heritage, intangible heritage, and heritage were taken as the main keywords. The literature mainly focused on the discussion of UNESCO, tourism, authenticity, identity, culture, and management. And the period between 2003 to 2008 represents the initial stage of research into ICH. The overall research volume was small, and the keywords were cultural heritage, Japan heritage, and the United Nations. From 2009 to 2014, the amount of research on ICH rose steadily. The research still focused on the field of arts, humanities, and the related fields, but expanded to cover folklore, anthropology, archaeology, and in other directions. From 2015 to 2019, compared to the previous period, the research keyword hadn't changed much. However, scholars had explored ICH in many other disciplines, including computer science, geography, chemistry, and other fields. Okay, the fourth part. Let's see the characters of the academic field. And what does the unstructured nature of ICH research mean? Although ICH has been extensively explored in many disciplines, there is no deeper theoretical support for its own study. There is still a long way to go before the discipline of ICH became scientific and systematic. The second character is large differences in the digital exploration of different categories of ICH. Digital technology creates new opportunities for the safeguarding and the application of ICH. In the field of computing, research on ICH mainly focuses on digital transmission and demonstration. Digitization also adds to scholars' exploration of such intangible elements in a unique way. Okay, let's see the trends in the academic field of ICH. First, interdisciplinary development and ICH education. Multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary links between ICH and computer science, environmental science, and material science are gradually being established, and interdisciplinary research between the arts and the science has become more prominent. Second, shared innovation in cross-cultural communication. It is necessary to understand the context of local heritage to enable the audience to have a full understanding of the interaction between global cultural policies and the local traditions. We should fully promote the commonality, coexistence, and the sharing of world culture. Third, exploring of sustainability in heritage and the transmission. A deep awareness of culture is often required for the interpretation and the transmission of ICH. Subjective experiences and the identity of the audience members can contribute to the establishment and of an inclusive concept of ICH. To conclude, this study has conducted a comprehensive attribution and analysis of the academic field of global ICH research through scientific knowledge maps, identifying the characters and the models of ICH research globally, and analyzing the characters of the research in different regions. Also, this study provides scientific, standardized, and systematic data for this research and promotes the construction of related theoretical systems. Nonetheless, there are limitations to this paper. The data used in this article is obtained through retrieval. Web of Science was the sole source for the quantitative analysis. Only papers written in English were analyzed. That's all. Many thanks for your attention. Thank you.